Hey everyone, Abaroa. It's Friday, it's April 27th, it's 2018, and we are wrapping up the week. And what a week it's been. You know, come to think of it, I think that's something that we could say every single Friday since the January 26th top. I mean, it's one week after another that's just exciting. So last night after the markets closed, sports fans shifted their attention to the draft. I'd like to congratulate the number one pick, Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma. Now I gotta tell you, this guy's got a ton of pressure as the number one pick with the QB spot, in my opinion. I mean, think back to some of the previous drafts, right? And some of the number one busts. Jeff George, Dave Carr, Tim Couch, Jamarcus Russell. And while Ryan Leaf was number 2 behind Peyton, I'll tell you what, the Colts got lucky on that one, right? Now, my Dolphins picked cornerback Minkah Fitzpatrick from Alabama. And the irony to me is that we are uniting Bama with Georgia, having Rashad Jones on the D as well. And all you college football fans will get a kick out of that if you recall the national championship in the Bama-Georgia game. Anyways, as excited as I am for football season, we're in the midst of earnings season, so let's talk about that. So first, earlier in the week, we had some waffly action. Good news got smacked. We talked about that. We tested the lows, and the semis were punished for 4 straight days of red on volume and a breach of their 200-day moving average. Now, that makes me nervous. I said it wasn't panic nervous, but it certainly warranted awareness. So what happened yesterday? Well, I'll tell you what happened. Love. A lot of love in the markets. The Dow was plus 237. The S&P was plus 27 handles. The NASDAQ was up 114. The NASDAQ 100, 135. And the SOX up 26. Now, the jump is great, but what was the driver? Well, here's what I saw. Intel reported strong, helping the semis. And remember, I said I don't think the market moves notably higher without the semis. Intel is helping that cause for sure. After the close on Wednesday, Facebook reported and killed it with their numbers. Now, I'm not going to dive too deep here, but if you look at the last few quarters, they were knocking out anywhere between 69 and 80% growth in earnings. So why were they estimating just 30%? Well, I don't know the answer, right? But it's a scam, collusion, whatever. But they banged out 63% increase, and the stock jumped 4% on those numbers yesterday. Now, intraday, we had Amazon up over 50, riding Facebook's coattails, only to steal the spotlight and hitting a grand slam in the aftermarket, reporting $3.27 a share versus $1.26. Guys, Bezos is laughing all the way to the bank. 12% increase in earnings, 43% increase in sales. The stock rallied over $100 in the post yesterday. So get ready for some Trump tweets, guys. I think he may be the only person that was unhappy about that move yesterday. So for all the students in my financial intelligence training course, I'm going to cover a lot of this in more detail with some charting reviews in this week's premium video content. So please keep an eye out for that. And I'd like to close this post with the fact that the stars, the moon, and the Un have aligned. What a historic event yesterday to see the Korean leaders meet and foster peace. This is something the world needs a lot more of. I hope and pray this is real and it will continue. There's much talk that this is a ploy and it will not last, but for now we can only hope that the early enthusiasm does not fade and that the war is officially ended and the denuclearization begins. If you're paying attention to markets, guys, remember this volatility is ripe. So stock and stock option trading involves a substantial degree of risk and may not be suitable for investors. And when you look at those charts, I got to remind you, past performance is not indicative of future results. Have a great weekend. I'm Abaroa, Financial Intelligence Training. Thank you.